Hello. Mm. Hey Tom,
Hey, how's it going?
good, good. How are you doing?
Oh, not too bad. Yourself?
Good, good, good. Just trying to get everyone motivated,
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
the challenge with everything going on.
Definitely.
How's everything
Definitely.
at the gym before anyone else joins? Like, how's everything going?
Pretty good. We got three new kids just yesterday start trials.
Nice.
Actually, sorry. No, yeah, three new ones started trials yesterday and two signed yesterday as well.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. Like like two siblings signed yesterday. So,
That's perfect. I
yeah.
guess once you get them in, like you said, that's literally it.
Well,
It's
to be honest with you, like none of our other kids came back. And
really
no, but you know what? I'm thankful for it because we changed the program completely.
got it.
It runs way better. It's 2 days a week, done. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
45-minute classes.
yeah.
It's way easier this way because how we break it up is on Mondays, the kids learn either judo or jujitsu. And
Okay.
then on Wednesdays, they learn wrestling or kickboxing.
Ah, okay.
We did a mixed martial arts one instead of just doing a jujitsu one, instead of just a kickboxing one. Too many options before.
So much better because now you're broader, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it allows once they get big enough that we can split the classes too, right?
Oh yeah.
That's kind of where we're at now because where we're lacking now is like the youth ages, you know what I mean? Like 12 to 16, that area, that's where we have like two, so they're training with adults right now, you know what I mean? Which is
Yeah.
fine because it's the one guy's kid, right? But still, it'd be nice to have kids their own age, so hopefully we can attract some of those soon.
Yeah. I think with time you're gonna like realize, how you want things to run because you might be feeling like less stressed because you have all the kids at one time kind of thing. Is
Yeah,
that
yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Well, see, and now what we have too is we have two instructors for every kid's class.
Oh wow. Two.
Yeah, like we have about with without the three that started their trials, we have about 9, 10 kids now.
That's good, man.
Yeah, and that came from nothing, right? That came
Wow.
from where that what that was is we had all these people that called us prior to the pandemic
Yeah.
or even during the pandemic, and we
Yeah.
filed the list and we
Yeah.
saved that list so that once we were open, we just contacted them all, right? So
That's perfect.
that's how we got most of them. Like we're almost caught up on all the videos on Giga Profits now.
Okay.
Profits isn't looking as sloppy anymore, and we're utilizing more of the tools in there now. So
That's amazing.
as well as catching up on that, I'm hoping to get these ads up and running early. Either well, this weekend's not going to be realistic. Probably early next week.
Probably next week will be good. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a tournament to coach this weekend,
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
I'll
Yeah.
get some pictures for that too, and hopefully be able to post some gold
You know
medals.
what? Like the Samantha, are you there? Samantha?
Yeah, yeah, I'm here. I'm not in the office yet. I'm on the road. So,
Oh, no worries, no worries. Thanks for joining. I know it's kind of impromptu, right?
yeah.
But yeah, Tom's been posting. I've been seeing your posts and they look really like thought provoking, even though
Yeah,
they're
yeah, that's
images.
that's like we have a real big bank of images. We had like a photographer in like post or pre-pandemic, right? So
Yeah.
we just had them on file, and we're just organizing them now, right?
Yeah.
And then of course, like coming meeting with you and stuff, I'm just trying to get started with it, right?
Yeah.
While we polish the other ones, just get this going, right?
Yeah. Like what sometimes you just gotta make a move, right? You just gotta start doing, you
Yeah,
know?
I gotta figure out more about like the business part of the Facebook, like the business suite. I don't know how to operate that all that well,
I'll
but
work it with you next week. It's okay.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it's because like I said, I was spoiled, right, with Jay and his connections at Facebook that,
yeah,
we didn't have to pay, and two, they
yeah.
did everything.
And then now it's gone and it's like, now what do we do, right?
Yeah,
And that's what we want to avoid, because later on, you, even Samantha or whoever might want to do another business, then
yeah,
these
for
are the
sure.
skills you can take to any business, you know? And that's the thing, you may decide 2 years down the road, hey, I don't want to run a gym anymore. It's possible, it could happen. But, and you sell it, who knows? Or you take you go silent and maybe have someone run it, like you were planting some.
Thoughts are already there, man. That's
Yeah.
it's part of the 10-year plan, right?
Exactly. That's the thing. You don't want to just think everything is permanent and when it's not, right? There's always other things you can do. But with this skill, like I'm confident, like when you guys learn this skill, that we'll be challenging each other with like higher level, like your BJJ game just keeps getting higher level, same thing. And yeah, Samantha, are you almost at the office or
Yeah, yeah. I'm just walking in the door.
should I start then? I just wanted you
Yeah,
to
go
see.
ahead.
We have a small attendance, but it's better. I can
Mhm.
do more one-on-one.
Yes, for sure.
Okay, so I'm going to start screen sharing. Share screen. It's this one here. Okay, got it. Okay, now a lot of it's going to be repetitive, but it's a bit of a different angle. So, and it goes in line now with what you're doing on with your image ads. Like if I look at, can I bring it up if you don't mind? I just want to bring it up. I'm going to bring up those ads 1 second. But not the ads, the posts that you're doing.
Oh yeah, no worries.
Okay, let me get that. Okay, Facebook. Sam, this way you can see what Tom's doing, right? And you're already doing it too. Like you're good at posting. You're posting regularly.
Yeah.
Where are we at here? Okay, so. And you're sharing it on your personal too, which is great. Okay, so like here's an example. This is a share from Precision BJJ, and it's basically worst excuse, and this is an objection right here. Worst excuse a martial arts coach hears. I need to get in shape before I start training. Have you heard that, Sam, as well?
Yeah. Yeah, I hear that a lot.
I thought so. Yeah, this is like probably, Tom, isn't this one of the most common ones, or is there others?
100%. I heard it yesterday, as a matter of fact, and that's why I posted it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's good. Like everything's real. Like you hear it, you post it. It's a real thought. It comes out really genuine. And yeah, so basically, when we do our retargeting, we want to think of what can we retarget to conquer that objection. So that's a big one. So these are the posts. You have you and Tony in black and white here looking at a class, and it's very relevant to what you're saying. So that's a really good post, and it's already got 2 shares as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so then here we got, and then you got someone tying on a black belt, right? Sorry,
White belt. Yeah.
Look, he got the courage to get off his couch and started. What's your?
Yeah, my grammar's not so good.
But like I said, like marketing grammar doesn't matter. Like it's just you just got to be real. Like I know a famous coach. She's got like 2,000 clients now, and it's just she's from Louisiana, and she just talks very like there's no grammar. It's just real. So it's better, not to over gramify it or whatever you want to call it. Just keep it real.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's good. So like these kind of images are great because you can use them again later, repurpose them into retargeting ads as well. Like this is a great retargeting ad because the objection here would be the laziness, the time. Like you say you don't have time, but you're sitting on your couch. Like this could be expanded into more.
Yeah.
and then it shows someone tying on a white belt, very relevant to the text. So that's a great retargeting ad. Now, Sam, I'm gonna go to yours, okay? Put you on the spot. Okay, so now, see how her personal, she has like extreme hip hop with Sam there? That's cool because that's leveraging all her 2,600 friends. Whenever they go to visit her profile, they know that she's the go-to for this, right? So Tom, that's something you can take away from Sam,
Yeah, for sure.
right?
What's that new picture I posted this morning?
Which one? Oh, this one?
Yeah.
That's the yesterday's, isn't it?
Or yeah, maybe yesterday.
Yeah, this one's cool. Extreme.
That's the cover of Drake's new album.
Is it really?
That's the album cover for Drake's new album, Certified Lover Boy. But somebody added the extreme step board into each person.
Oh, I was wondering. Okay,
Yeah,
that's so cool.
yeah.
And that's, that's creative, right? That's amazing. My day just got better, some news. So this is your personal now we're looking at,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like you're being real. You're not just only posting all your extreme hip hop, right? So let's go
Yeah.
to let me find the extreme.
It's We Fit Studios.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I should know that.
Yeah, you remember. Of the
Yeah.
group.
The group I'm a member of both, but I just wanted to see. Okay, yeah. So here it is. This is the page, not the group. Okay, so Tom, Sam already created a group too, which is great. If you want to, you can do that. It's your choice. You can figure that out later. But the page definitely, like, I would say post at least once a week. Once a week, 3 times a week is optimal, but if you can do once, it's great.
I think I post too much.
No,
sometimes.
there's actually no such thing as too much, like, because Facebook's very good at, like, if you're gonna post 10 times a day, it'll show it less
Mhm.
to like, it'll show it more to the right people, but it might not hit 200, it might hit like 50. Like, it'll spread it out,
Okay.
right? But it'll spread it out to the most relevant people. But
Mhm.
now you want to think, like, maybe you want to do 2 times a day, 3 times a day, that's fine, So this already has a lot of, like, you got a lot of people on it already, 509 people, holy crap.
527 follow and 509 like it.
You just created this page.
Yeah, I just created it last month, I
Oh
think.
my God, that's amazing.
Mhm.
Okay, so wow, organically, you're killing it. So I wouldn't say you're posting too much, like, it's working. It's definitely working. So these kind of things, they're not really relevant to Tom's, his target audience, but it's good for your target audience, right?
Mhm.
But there's nothing wrong with Tom making it fun too, right? But yeah, so this is the main thing. These posts here, guys, we can turn into an ad. So we can turn around and I'll go into the ads manager, and let's say, for example, okay, I'll give you an idea here. Sorry guys, one sec. Okay. All right, so here, let's say, for example, you shared this one, so that we can't turn into an ad because you shared from someone else. But let's talk about one of the videos that you may have done. Or
None of my videos are in the public.
sorry, they're not public. Yeah. So let's say this post, for example. Look at that. That's cool. Colors. Okay. So let's see. Yeah. So see this, when I click on the post, here's what happens. I get this post ID at the top. Well, that's the photo, but there's a way here that basically you can get the post ID. It works better with video. Images, it kind of blocks out each image. But basically, let's say this is a video, we would choose this link here, and then we'd go into the ads manager and create an ad according to that organic post. So that's super important, because if you're posting organically, which you guys are, you could potentially, like Tom, you could put out your new videos organically, or maybe not all of them, maybe save some for ads and maybe put a couple out for, just organically. And then we say, okay, you know what, now it's out organically, it's kind of dipping a little after a few days. Out of 3 videos I put out, one of them is really hot, it's doing good, doing really well. I'm going to turn that into an ad. That's another way that you can, instead of us trying to figure out which one's better, it's they're telling you which one's better, which is huge. And that could become your seed campaign. Okay, and now the main thing you're doing with your seed campaign, I think we should start with you guys on a super low budget, just because we're in recovery mode, and even go as low as $2 or $3 a day for your main campaigns, and maybe have multiples. But I think let's get your best videos that do well organically, post them for like a week or so, or 3 days even. Don't boost it. Let's just take that and switch it right into an engagement campaign, right? Like for $3, and let's get the branding. Okay. And then we're going to get into the next part, is to create the interest. And then, like I'd say right away, a week later, let's create that retarget ad. But let's go objection based right away, because we have to realize, for you guys, you're not selling online. You're selling in the studio, right? Or you're going to sell when you guys have that communication with the person. So for example, let's say at the first step, you convert, I don't know, that 20%, like 105, you get a lead. Okay, that's great. And then you get the lead, they come in for the trial, and you sign them up. That's fine. But then there's some people, like, they might come for the trial and they might not come again. You sign them up with your links, right? They might not come again until they sign up. So the sale's done online anyway. But the point is that you just need that lead. You guys are in a lead generation campaign strategy. So when you go to step 2 now, right here where it says attention, interest, and desire, and then action, the action part doesn't apply online as much to you guys. It's all about the attention, number 1, those engaging posts, and then getting into the interest, which is them putting their information in. They're interested, they have a desire, and then that's the retargeting. You're retargeting the people that have a desire, right? We know that they're interested. We know that they want this. We got their attention. We know they're interested. So the retarget becomes the blue part here where it says desire. Okay. And then from that point, you're in communication with them. And then just literally what the best thing to do, guys, is while you guys communicate to them, offer them that link so that they can get the special. Say, I'm just going to send you this link ahead of time so that it makes it easier for you. You don't have to make your decision right away. But when you come in for the class, this will be the link that you use to sign up, right? That way, they already got it pre-programmed in their mind that when they come in, they're already thinking of the action, right? Because the thing is, if you make it only about the free trial, the interest in the free trial, you're kind of stuck at the interest part. And then when they come in, they're not pre-programmed. They have the interest and desire, but they're not pre-programmed for the action. And that's where you want to really get them, is program them for that action. Let them know ahead of time that this is the link you'll use. Like, you don't necessarily want, like, it's nice to have a lineup at the front desk, but it's going to occupy a lot of your time, right? So it's better to use the links. It's much better. So you guys can focus on less staff, less cost, less work in the studio, right? So does that make sense so far, guys? Like, just utilizing those links to your advantage. And
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, right. And so, Tom, one thing you should do, Samantha's already been doing it. Like let's get the links created too for next week if we can, and start using them organically, even like to people that right? And just start getting people into that, and then just get into that habit. Like, get your staff to, you have staff, right, Tom? So you can get him to start understanding that these are the links that we want them to buy from, right?
Yeah.
I just posted mine this morning for the first time, the booking.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because I've been using Facebook, the business app on Facebook up until now, because my booking system wasn't really set up. That it wasn't working properly for a bit, and then now it's all fixed, and I got a new schedule. So it's been a lot of work in the background for that. But so far, they've just been doing it on the business manager on the Facebook, and it's been really easy because they just text me when they want to come in, and then I send an appointment card, right? And it just goes right onto my schedule and their schedule. So that's been convenient, but I know if, like, once I'm busy, I'm not going to be able to keep track of Facebooking everybody.
That's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know what? You'll figure it out at that point. Like you'll put systems in place, you'll get ideas, we'll brainstorm. Like that's a good problem, right? Like to be overwhelmed with the amount of business, right? But you can see how the links actually, like the pandemic has made people really used to buying online. It's almost their expectation. I've noticed a lot lately that like if you don't have anything online, it's kind of like, oh, you don't like it's, like back when tapping the card was new, same thing. Now people expect it, right? So make sure you put those links at the forefront and make sure your staff has them, and we'll figure out the system for that, Sam. That's not an issue. So now the examples I showed you last time on retargeting. So I'm skipping past a few things that you guys saw already. So what our goal here, guys, is, and I know you know this, but I'm going to reiterate it. It's creating the online sales machine. Okay. Now this means, guys, that those people that you don't sign up, we're still going to create an RT campaign that's dedicated with just your sales link. So what I'm trying to say is that even all the people at the top of your funnel that had, let me go back to this slide so I can explain it properly. So let's say the A, right? The attention. We got all the people, the attention, that gives you branding, that gives you long-term reputation and all that. And then we got the interest, and then we got the desire, and then we got the action. And there's like, that number, that percentage of people that you sign up, and that's great. Let's say you're doing 40 signups a month, 50 signups a month, that's great. And then you want to add some more signups to that, right? So a neat way is to take that same link that you have, and then we'll create a campaign. It's not really a flash sale, but it's kind of portrayed as a flash sale. It's an evergreen retarget campaign for like $1.50 a day. And literally, this just literally shows to them, let's say 3 out of every 7 days. I'll do the settings with you guys so that it'll only show 3 out of the 7 days every week, so they don't get overwhelmed with it. And people that watch like the last part of the retarget campaign, they'll be offered this as an option to buy. Now, granted, guys, these people may not have been in for a free trial. And I don't know if you're okay with that or not, but sometimes people don't value something until they pay for it. This happens a lot, right? And you might have some people say, oh, well, I signed up online, never even came to one class. Like this is something that you guys are going to hear in this industry forever. It's just the way it goes, right? There's nothing we can do about it. Most people understand, some don't. That's just the way it is. So there really isn't any difference in them coming in and doing one class with you, a trial, and signing up. Or, I mean, it's better, that person, I believe, has that connection, which is better. But I'm saying in sales-wise, in their mind, if they sign up with you and then they're not there for 3 months, it's okay to bill them. There's nothing wrong with that. That's the industry. So I hope that goes well with you guys, because if not, then that could be a major sticking point in this industry, right? You have all the options. You have options to say, I have this plan, which is pay as you go, but the onus is on you. It's monthly. We can't advertise as no contract. There's no such thing as no contracts. People say no contracts, assuming that you can cancel anytime. There's still a contract. It's just saying that it should be worded in a different way. Can be canceled anytime, pay as you go, but there's always a contract, right? There's always an agreement. And one that's worked really well for us is that we had the 12-month commitment for many years, and then we switched it to pay as you go. Pay as you go is obviously month to month, or we call it month to month. Pay as you go is a little bit misleading, and sometimes we say month to month plan, you're going to be locked in for 30 days at any given time, right? And this by far has increased the amount of conversion sales. Like at the Scarborough gym, we had a record 148 in 1 month. Like it's crazy. Like that's the most we've ever done. And I wouldn't recommend it because it's just way too many people to handle. And that was a big gym. But the smaller gyms that we had, like for example, 1,600 square foot gym, we've had up to 64 in a month, right? But then some months we'll have like 25, right? But the key is, guys, the longevity of this business is that there's going to be turnover and there's going to be that like steady flow of in, and there's going to be some that leave. It's just part of the game, right? So it's all about you guys saying, okay, I lost 8 because of their personal reasons, but I gained 28, 23, let's say, right? So I got my net gain of 15. So 23 minus the 8 I lost, we got 15 new clients. And then it's pretty normal for about 8% of them or so, 5 to 8% to flop on their payments. So it's important for you guys to know all that, right? So when you do these campaigns and you send out that retargeting to sell, like to look like a flash sale and sell them, you know, no admin fee, sign up now, here's the price. You can make a custom link, maybe a special price. That's going to cover you. Like you'd be surprised. That's those extra 5 sales that would make, you know, the 15 sales into 19 sales, right? And 19 sales at even, let's say $100 or $50 even, it's $1,000 a month recurring revenue for you guys. So you guys are in a really good spot. You're in a bad spot because of the pandemic, yeah. But then on the other hand, I talked to my friends at Good Life and we're like everything's just coming back. Like people are just pushing to get back in. I mean, are you guys noticing that? Like people want to train? Is that what you're seeing?
Yeah, we had a couple walk-ins yesterday too. Just because we're nearby their work, they decided to stop in. So
Wow, that's amazing.
yeah, more and more of it for sure.
Yeah, because people are sick and tired of being cooped up, and you know, and the thing is, I know a lot of gym owners right now are not advertising, and that's fine, but just because it's good. But the main thing is that we should get something up and running, and we will next week. You know, we'll get something up and running. Sam, maybe we'll get one of your organic posts up or something. We'll figure out something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, on a low budget, we'll just get it going.
Okay.
Yeah, even if you got to stop it or pause it here and there, but it's worth you doing it, you know, because we want to collect the data. We want to build that audience. And I'll show you that audience again here. Like I've got it. Mine's growing pretty good. Like I'm just sitting here, the ads are running, and that's the thing. Like we build that machine, we leave it, and then like we don't keep touching it. You know, that's the thing. That's the trick, is let it run its course. Like these audiences are getting, not these other ones, I'm saying the RT ones. I'll show you this RT one. Internet's lagging, sorry guys. Okay, there it is. So like this one that I put together here, it's from certain, like, so 2,200 people. Obviously, not all of them are going to buy, and I got 7,500 in another. But for you guys locally, like if you get that in the hundreds, that's very doable on a low budget. Like I'm confident if we get Tom's up and running, I'm pretty sure in a week we should be able to get at least 100 per week, and this will keep growing, right? So this is good for 365 days. Which means that like that's how long the views will stay in that audience, the people will stay in that audience. If we set that to 10 days, then after 10 days, they'll be gone. And you'll probably ask, why would people do that? Well, people would do that in the case that the old school retargeting, the way it worked was they'll retarget Sam because she looked at some women's product, let's say, and she looked at the video, and they'll retarget her for 10 days because they're thinking that I don't want to show the ad more than 10 days to her because it's going to drive her crazy, right? But we're doing it the maximum amount of time because our goal is to make that place for us to turn to that we can just shoot off promotions, right? Like so. But the challenge with it is not even a huge challenge. You're already going to make content anyway. You just got to freshen up what you're showing that audience, right? Because if for 365 days you're showing the exact same thing over and over again, you know obviously what's going to happen, right? people are gonna start clicking on it, that it's not, you know, it's not applicable, this and that, they could report it. So there's a lot of things that could happen. Any questions so far, guys? No, anything?
No,
Okay, anything off topic or anything at all?
well, no, I'm gonna have to definitely talk to you about updating our website for sure. I have some stuff that definitely needs to change on there.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We can do that. That's not a problem. I just got to, sorry, 1 second. There's somebody who wants to join here. It's having trouble for some reason. You guys didn't have to put in a passcode, did you?
I
Yes,
did, yeah.
Oh, really? Is it that 406 number? Or-
no, it's the HD something QZ something.
Oh, yeah, I see it here. HD. Okay. I thought I sent it. Okay, let's see. Z1X. Okay, that should do it. All right. Yeah, so another thing, guys, that you might want to consider is like the guy that's joining right now, he's starting nutritional coaching because he's been in the healthcare industry for so long and you know this and that, and he really believes in, you know, he doesn't believe in the medical way as the first route. You know, he believes in the naturopathic way, right? And this is something, guys, that you guys can also consider. He's just joining here, but this is something, guys, that you guys can consider as well doing for yourselves, like in the future, because coaching, online coaching is a big thing, like over the last few years, and you'll find that like there's like knowledge, right? And there's a lot of knowledge you may have that you don't realize you have. So I guess once you start working with your clients, you get an idea. Hey, Albert.
Hey, how are you?
How are you? Albert, this is Samantha and Tom.
Hi,
Hi.
He's joining us from Nova Scotia, guys.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So Albert, I was telling them about, you know, how we're focusing on the coaching program for you, right? And these guys are like Tom and Sam, they're in, you know, they're martial artists and they're in that business of offering fitness and martial arts and, you know, wellness. So I was just telling them that, like, you know, the brick and mortar is great, like it's fine, but going through what we've been through over the last little while, you might want to consider having another avenue, right? Something that you can, another revenue stream, let's say, on the side. So it's possible that you may have some of your clients that need some type of coaching, whether it be nutritional or whatever it is, or anything, right? Any other service, or it could be, for example, your passion is, you know, with, I don't know, like with dogs, let's say a friend of mine, you know, he's into dog training and advice like that, right? So there's certain things you can do, right? There's a lot of different ideas. I'm just not coming up with them, but keep that in mind, right? Like that when you do this, we create this machine, this ad machine, this conversion machine, you can utilize it for anything. And it's always good that once you start getting some results, is to start thinking without losing focus, start thinking of other avenues that you can deploy it to, right? Like, for example, Sam, you know, like, and Tom, you know, I'm into Muay Thai originally. And then when I went into the mid, like when I started doing the ads, I realized that, oh my God, the leads are coming in for women at such a high rate and such a low cost. I'm like, definitely the market is telling me that this is where I should be. So I started running those women's programs, and that's what helped grow the business, you know. And I know, Tom, you're also thinking of, you know, the kids that way, I'm thinking, right? This is what you've noticed, I think, right?
Yeah, definitely the kids is huge for us.
for me too. I'm trying to get into that as well. I've had clients and they're working out and they're like, oh, my kids got to come do this, right? So yeah, it's definitely on the radar.
That's amazing. Yeah. Tom basically streamlined his classes, so he's got the kids' classes twice a week now, and he's generalized the program, so he changes the content of the program every so often. He's much happier by just keeping it very focused, right?
Yeah, it runs way smoother that way.
That's good. Adalbert, have you put any thought into the coaching and all that? Did you put any stuff together as yet?
I'm starting working on that today in the evening.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Adalbert has been a nurse for how many years in the healthcare?
Since 1996.
Oh my goodness, yeah. So like his aim is to bring out, people eating healthy and avoiding to get to that stage, right? With nutrition. And you're big on the keto side, right? I believe.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's something you believe in. It's going to be easy to sell because it doesn't feel like you're selling. It's like Tom selling his BJJ. It's done so much for his life. And Samantha, the kickboxing has done so much for you. And I know you could have done just extreme hip hop, but you didn't. You kept the kickboxing in there. So it's easier to sell something when you're not really selling it. You're just portraying it to the right people, right? Okay, so I'm gonna go back to this board here. And don't worry, Albert, we got the recording for this, so I will send that after.
Okay.
A number of people that couldn't make it, I'm gonna send them a recording. Okay, so here you saw this. This is about making the machine. You're basically creating this machine where you create the advertising framework, monitor your numbers. Very important to monitor the numbers. Those are the KPIs, key performance indicators. So 1 is the framework, 2 is monitoring your numbers, whoops. 3 is keeping your creative content fresh, right? So now I go to the numbers, right? So let's look at, this is something people shy away from. It's like, oh man, numbers, what the hell? But I'm gonna help set it up for you guys where you guys can go into your campaigns and you can see only the numbers that matter. And those numbers will tell you whether your campaign is doing well or not, right? Like there's certain numbers and metrics. I won't go into fine detail over them right now. I'm gonna do that more one-on-one with you guys so that you really understand. But I'm just gonna give you a visual so at least you can see what I do on a daily basis. Well, not daily, you could do it every couple days. Doing it too much is not good either, drive you crazy. Okay, so here I'm just choosing this one. It's called KPI main, key performance indicator main. And what I did is I set up all these columns, and don't worry, it's gonna be a lot easier for you guys because you guys have Giga Profits. And what's gonna happen is we're gonna look at the link clicks, right? As an indicator, but we're gonna look at CTR. Now, what's CTR? CTR, by their definition, is the percentage of times people saw your ad and performed a click, in brackets all. So that means any click. That means if they clicked on your see more, you know, where the text and then it says see more, that's a click. If they clicked on your video, right, that's a click. This does not count if they just stopped at your video in the scroll. Like if they just scrolled and they just stopped and they're watching, that doesn't count. That gets counted over here where it says video plays. Okay, so through plays are 15-second views, obviously 25%, 50%, 95%. Okay, this is important because we want to look at our through plays and we'd like them to be as low as possible. Like here we've got 18 cents, I'm getting a through play over here. But then I've also got to look at, hey, which video is it that's giving me that? Okay, it's a video of me talking about this topic, right? And then I look at another one, it's 21 cents a through play. And it's okay, so it's a video of our software. It's very impersonal, right? But it's still getting a good cost for through play. So you'd like to get less than 30 seconds of through play, which is 15 seconds, so that you know that it costs you, less than 50 cents. Okay, for $1, you got 2 people to watch your video and show interest. That's basically what I'm saying, right? I'm doing right here 13 cents. That's really good. If you can get under 15 cents, that's amazing. Every dollar you're getting 4 people. And remember, see, like you look here, it's all averages. I've got one that's 84 cents, but that's a retarget. And then I've got 79 cents, but that's a retarget. So right here, I have them labeled RT, RT, seed, seed, seed. You're not going to have this many guys. You're going to have a lot less. Right? I'm just testing a lot of different audiences as well. So those are KPIs. The first KPI will be the CTR, and the CTR, if this one, sorry, let me go back. Sorry, so for this first CTR, if this rate is, you know, super low, then you know that we need to make the creative better to stop the scroll, right? Like right now, I have this one, which is an RT, but I'm not going to count that. Let's talk about the seed campaign. I got one that's at 1%. We want to aim for as high as possible. There's no like benchmark really, but you just don't want it like look at this one, how low it is. It's 10%, 0.10%. But that's an RT. Let's look at the seeds. Sorry, 1 second. Let me just clear that out. So you can just see the seed campaigns. Okay. So these are seed campaigns. These are first campaigns that you run. Okay. They're at the top, generating interest and attention. So now look at this one, 0.17 I'm getting for this one, right? But the link, look at the CTR, the click-through rate, that's very low. So that should be around 1%, like this one. So I know that these ads, like I won't shut it off. What I'll do is I'll wait till next week, create a new video and cycle it in. And I'll do that by going under the campaign and then literally going in and changing the video. I won't change this ad, I'll create a new one. And the new one will basically, I'll show you, will just contain all the details, and it won't be this complicated because we'll do it obviously through the software, right? Okay, does that all make sense, guys, like so far? I know it's a little confusing all over the place, but sometimes you just need to hear it and then you see it more and more, and then you'll get it. Like you'll get it as you use it more, right?
Yeah, I just have to do it once or twice, then I'll be fine with it.
Exactly. That's literally all it is. It's just experience. And if you guys get stuck, you always got me. You can come back and ask me. Okay, so now I'm going to go to, okay, it's just a funny picture. Okay, so this here, with the new skills, I already spoke about this. What other services and products can you guys sell? That's super important to really understand that, because, and I'll tell you why, even if you don't start another business, I'm not saying start another business, I'm just saying always keep open to opportunities, because once you create this framework and you monitor your numbers, guess what it does? It makes your mind start thinking different. So it makes your mind start thinking of your business as an actual business, number one. And it also makes you start thinking of the market. It makes you think externally instead of internally. Because I know when you're thinking too internally and you're just thinking, you can get kind of tunnel vision, right? And you kind of block out a lot of opportunity, right? So keeping on top of your numbers, creating your content, keeping it fresh, it's going to be huge. I promise you guys. Like you'll feel like the value you'll get out of this, I would say within a month, you'll see a big difference by far. And you'll be ahead because you're doing it ahead of everyone else, right? So you've got that edge and you're doing it right. You're setting it up for long term. Once it's set, we'll just keep moving it. So I look forward to next week. I'm going to set up Tom's. Sam, when you're ready, you're going to do yours. And let's just keep the training going, keep learning, taking notes, watching videos. And yeah, any questions? I'm here if you have any questions.
Not really. It seems like a lot to digest a little bit.
Yeah. Sam, like Tom said, it's like once you do it, I'm telling you, you're going to be good. Like you're not going to know everything. Let's just put it that way, you know, but you'll start to understand what's important to you. Right. And you don't need to learn everything.
No, but see that's why I even started making those little things right now, is just to get used to that business suite, because I never used that before, right? So there's a big learning curve there for sure. But I think I can see how once you get to know it, it'll be a good tool for sure.
Oh, for sure. And guys, the reason why I'm showing you like not just the GigaProfit side is because I really want you guys to learn more. Like the GigaProfit side is more like basic, right? And that's fine. But I really want you to know that you can do both. Like you can use that side too, so that you can really like look at just the laser focus, the things that matter. But then I still see you guys looking outside and seeing that there's still all these other options for you, right? Like you might have an idea that I don't have, and you might say, hey, I got this great idea. I want to sell this product, and I think that people do great, and I'm going to do a message campaign. So maybe you might want to do a message campaign, right? Like there's so many options. So I want to keep you guys exposed to both sides without just being, one dimensional, so to speak, right? So yeah, but
I've downloaded the Google My Business app, but that other guy was suggesting.
yeah, Matt,
And yeah, Matt, and so I've been working on that quite a bit, and it's so cool to see how you can actually like make up what Google is going to show when they show. So I have all kinds of pictures there. It says what I want it to say, and it keeps on. It always tells me how all my clicks and how many, like all the kind of information that you were showing.
yeah.
Google emails me saying, oh, this many people looked at your photo. And when you look at it, it tells you how many people clicked and what's organic. It gives you like all these insights straight from Google.
Yeah, like you can't see, you see what I mean? Like you can't beat that data, right? Like, because if we don't know the numbers, we don't know what we're doing, right? That's the thing. That's the big thing, Yeah. And guys, I want to get your stuff set up so I can get on some YouTube ads. Because I want to show you guys some YouTube discovery ads I have running, and they're really cheap. I'm getting low clicks, 30 cent clicks I'm getting. Like those are great because the clicks I get from that campaign, I'm retargeting on Facebook and Instagram. So the retargets that you guys are creating right now, sorry, not right now. Like when we create your seed campaign, then we create your retargets, right? Then we go and we put out an ad for $3 a day or $2 a day on YouTube. Okay. Let's say we take one of your winner videos from Facebook and put it on there, which I'm going to advise you guys to do. All the people that visit that website, like the website that we link there, the landing page, when they go to Facebook or Instagram, because they visited that, they're going to see the retarget ads. So you're going to get all this new traffic from YouTube, right? And that's like stuff like that. It's a game changer. Like it's going to make you like, this is what the big companies do, right? But until now, like very few people know this, and I want you guys to be ahead. And another thing too, we can even retarget on Twitter and native ads. I'm going to teach you guys about native ads. I don't even want to get into it right now, but it's basically, can I just show you quickly if you don't mind?
For sure.
I didn't want to, but let me just show you. So like you see this, like all these are all like a lot of them are ads. Like look at this one. All a native ad is like, when you go on your phone and you go to Google or whatever, you're just like scrolling for content and you see those articles that pop up, and they're also working on the algorithm of the last article that you clicked on. It's going to send you more information, more articles like that. So let's say this is on my phone right now. Okay. So let me just see if I can put it mobile view. It's not really working good, but let's see. Trying to put it, okay. I'm trying to put it like in mobile view, but you guys get the idea, right? So like, imagine this is all showing like mobile, like it's scrollable, but it's not right now. But basically, So let's say you click on whichever one you click on, like some of them are real, like don't get me wrong. Some of them are like real, like organic, like the Canadian Press, this one. That's an actual like newspaper, right? I think it is. See, it's so hard to figure out what's real and what isn't. And that's where they win, because when you post an ad here, then what happens is like, look at this one, tinnitus, how to stop, Shark Tank cure. That's an ad, but it's made to look like an article. So when people read it and they go through it and they're using the authority of the sharks, and then now they start talking about all this, this is meant to convert. And look, there you go, rush my order. And these are like super cheap to run native ads. So I guess why I'm showing you this, guys, is because Yahoo Gemini is a big company and they have a lot of data from Verizon Media. They own a ton of data in US and Canada, sorry, they have both. And we can target locally, like, I don't know how far you want to take it, but we can show them ads on their scrolling on their phone as well. Like, you know, like you'll be everywhere. And it could be like 50 cents a day just to show up a little tidbit here, a little bit here, a little bit on Twitter, a little bit on LinkedIn, wherever they go. You know, it's not like, oh, I know Precision BJJ, I always see them on Facebook. No, it's like, I just see them everywhere. But how much are we going to show? That's the frequency. And that's what I want you guys to realize. Like, we're going to learn that by trial and error. There are benchmarks that we set. So that's called frequency capping. Right here, there's one column here called frequency. And this frequency, I'm going to read the description from Facebook. The average number of times each person saw your ad. That's all it is. So on average, all the people that they saw this ad 1.83 times, almost 2 times each, right? Now that's like, let's say, you remember to always put it in last 7 days when you look at that, and that'll give you an idea. In the last 7 days, you really don't want to show it more than 4 times. But if you have multiple campaigns to that same audience, you have to remember that then that's 2 times per one and 2 per the other. You know what I mean? Like collectively 4 times, you know? And that's, and this is like, I know it's super complicated, it sounds crazy, but if you build the framework, it gets so much easier. Like, you know, yeah, it'll be fine. You guys will be good with it. But those other things like going to LinkedIn and doing all this, like that's all optional. Even with Facebook alone, I do recommend the YouTube though, for sure, because if you're you're basically doing video marketing. That's basically what you guys are doing. So you're doing video marketing, you're going to be masters of video. After a year, you're going to be amazing at it. And basically that's going to help you to communicate messages. People right now, you know that people relate to people through video even more than in person, right? Like you can say, like you can meet someone. I've seen people meet other people. Oh man, I love everything about you. You know, never even met the person. It's all video. It's been all video, and you feel like you know them. They look at you like, who the hell are you? Like, I don't know you, right? So it's just like that's the medium, right?
That's like my 2,600 friends on Facebook. I haven't seen most of them in person, but they know me and I know them. Like they'll swear they know me. They've seen me 1,000 times, right? But we've never seen each other in person.
Tom, you got to check out this this guy, Hip Hop with Phil, like the guy that created that franchise. Oh man, like this guy's got work ethic, man. Like think about it. He's got like 1,000 instructors, I think. I don't know.
It's over 1,800 now.
Oh my God. Like
over 1,800. They're having a conference this weekend and I'm missing out because it's in Atlanta. And I chose not to go, right? But I'm going virtually. I'm doing it virtual. So I'm going to be doing it live in the studio. But there's, I think, 700 people showing up in Atlanta for a five-day conference this weekend. They're all showing up right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
But Tom, this guy literally what he did was like, you can look at his videos on YouTube. Like just grinded. No, you didn't grind. You just slow and steady. You just kept every day. It'll go live. It'll go live. He's still going live. Like it's him. It's not like he got lazy and got someone to do it. He's still there doing it. You know,
Showing a recording today because they're all in Atlanta.
it's amazing. And he's humble, right? Like he's just a down to earth kind of guy. Yeah. So, and that's what we are, right? As martial artists. But it doesn't mean we can't grow. Like we can grow too. There's nothing wrong with it, right? Yeah. Anyways, guys, I can go on and on about this, but we just got to start building. And I don't want to ramble you guys to death. So I'm going to cut it out.
Hold on, I'm putting the link into the chat.
Which
So
link
you
is
can check
that?
them out. Extreme Hip Hop with Phil.
Oh, yeah. That's a
I'll
good
put the
idea.
link in the chat.
Let's see. Yeah, Tom, you seriously got to check it out. This guy's, that's his website, right? Okay.
Yeah.
But it's his YouTube channel, like,
Yeah, so you could just YouTube it or whatever.
yeah, he goes, yeah. It's a very simple site, nothing fancy. But the dude, like, that's him, and he just every day just goes live.
Yeah, so from on the top too, you can click anything. You could get him on
Oh,
YouTube.
there's YouTube.
Roku, yeah.
There it is. Look, 728,000. Yeah. Yeah. That's cool, man. That's amazing.
Mhm.
What's impressive is that he just keeps doing it like every day. Like, look at the oldest, 6 years ago. He started, yeah, and then people probably went back and watched these videos, right?
That's what really made them famous was the green room. You see where they're in that green room? That's where it all started,
Oh,
is in the green room, right?
look at these.
He's
air
no
traffic
longer
is
there.
right
They
there.
have new facilities now.
Sorry, this
Got an
ad,
ad?
KPIs. But Tom, think about this. This is all they do. Like they're just dancing. Crazy, eh? But all these ladies are losing weight like crazy,
Yeah.
right? Right,
Like,
Sam?
like crazy. Like it's just dropping off. Even my members that have started in the last couple of months, they are so much stronger already. We were just talking about that last night. Like even we had kickboxing last night, and at the end we like to do some abs. So we
Yeah.
were doing some planks, and the one lady, she couldn't do 10 seconds of a plank like a month and a half ago. She couldn't hold herself up, right? But now she's doing 45 seconds. Out of the minute, she's holding herself up for 45 seconds, right? And she could not do that before, you know?
That's amazing. That's a huge, like, that's a milestone for someone, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, they feel so empowered afterwards.
yeah. That's amazing. And you'll get some of them that'll be confident enough later to do video. It'll happen. Just
Mhm.
time. It'll just take time. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna cut it out. If you guys have anything, just reach out, let me know. Tom, let me know. We'll book something whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I'll definitely be in touch real soon because, like I said, I have stuff to update the website with and all that.
Yeah, exactly.
I was waiting on just a bio from someone, but now I have that, so I'm
That's
ready
cool.
to get that all updated.
All right,
I should do
guys.
that too. I got some bios from my members. I think they wouldn't mind doing that.
Oh, you mean like the testimonies?
Yeah, testimonies.
That would be great.
Yeah.
If you can hint, convince them to do some video testimonies. Those are the best retarget ads. Well, one thing at a time.
Yeah,
All right, guys.
right.
I'm
Thanks.
gonna head
Paul.
out. Have a good day.
Okay.
Thanks for
See
joining.
you guys.
Bye. Bye.